can always go on the network and watch old stuff.
Absolutely.
You can.
Relive it.
Relive it.
But no,
that's what I do.
Turn the station, turn the radio on, listen to us, bitch about it and complain. There you go. That's what you can do.
We'll talk about old things for you.
But yeah, just, we can move on. But I want to talk about it for a few minutes.
Okay.
I want to talk about it for a few minutes and just say, just enjoy what we have.
Relax.
There is no, yes, as Aaron Rodgers said a couple weeks ago, relax, a famous 5-letter word.
Aaron Rodgers? You're quoting Aaron Rodgers?
I am on a wrestling show. Absolutely.
Whoa.
Absolutely, I am. But anyway, enjoy the product. It is what we have. And we have a lot of great talent and enjoying them while they're here.
And go watch NXT, by the way.
In case we haven't said it yet. Enjoy the guys we have and the females and the divas. AJ Lee, Paige, all of them is what we have.
Sasha Banks and Charlotte.
Right. But it's today's product and it's fine. The next thing I want to talk about is, you, Mr. Lewis Stephen. You're always bashing.
All right, hold on.
Let me pull up. Let me
get my gloves on here. I'm ready.
You're absolutely.
Here comes the pain. Here comes the pain.
Presents JP's Rants.
Awesome! Here comes the pain.
All right, settle down over. Listen, I know I just probably ran it for a few minutes, but I'm gonna rant again. You
double rant.
You miss. Yes, it's a double cross. It's a double rant of the week. You, Mr. Lewis Stephen, the guy, the mouth of the Carolinas that thinks he knows all about wrestling.
Never said that.
I know. You have on this show been the most hated fan of Brock Lesnar.
Damn right.
Let me point something out to you. I just read an article about Undertaker, the Undertaker, that he is making a seven-figure salary, okay, for one match a year. Please explain to me how one match a year at seven-figure salary is any different than Brock Lesnar, because at least Brock Lesnar is showing up 4 or 5 times a year.
Well, I have
Undertaker
a question.
is once a year.
Well, one, I'm never on the Undertaker's bandwagon. 2,
I know, but you're on the hatred.
Well, how much is Brock Lesnar making?
It probably not what the Undertaker's making.
No, but here's the thing: Undertaker shouldn't be making that either.
But that's my point, though. I want you to understand all the hatred you do for Brock Lesnar. Yeah, I know John Cena too. Yeah, I'm trying to think John Cena, Brock Lesnar. But Brock Lesnar, we need to have some. The Undertaker makes a 7-figure appearance.
He shouldn't.
7-figure. Okay,
that's wrong.
But if you had to pay a 7-figure appearances for Brock Lesnar, I would rather have a 7-figure appearance for him than the Undertaker.
I agree with you on
that. I understand it's the Undertaker. It's the Undertaker.
But his match was not even that good at WrestleMania 30.
My point is, though, is if you want to be on the hatred for Brock Lesnar, you better be on the hatred for Undertaker.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because, but that's the WWE's money. And you want to know where the money went. Hey, the guys that wrote that article about where's the WWE money, guess where's that?
It's in the Undertaker's pocket.
We are paying, and the problem with WWE, I will say, before we go, so we can move on, WWE is paying a lot of the Rock a lot of money to come back. Paying Brock Lesnar. We're paying the Undertaker. We're paying Batista. We're paying all these other guys that are done with wrestling that are now entertainers more than they are wrestlers.
Yeah.
That's the problem. But saying that, I'm going to still pull for my Seth Rollins, my Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn, I'm going to tell you on this show right now, if he's not heavyweight champion in a couple of years, or at least in that title picture, I'll be amazed.
And why is that, James? Is it because you watched NXT last night?
Revolution, baby, yeah. But
it's our evolution, not revolution. They say our evolution.
Oh, our evolution, whatever.
Yes.
It's the revolution.
That's why the R is like capitalized.
Fine, it's a revolution.
A rev evolution.
It's a bovolution. There we go. All right.
Whoa.
Right. It's a bovolution.
Look, I want to say one thing, though. I
Hurry
agree
up.
with you on this, that, okay, with Brock Lesnar, if there's any of the guys that I want to see that's getting that money, I got to give at least Brock Lesnar credit because he is doing something.
Right.
He's not doing anything right now, but
Wait a
he's
minute.
doing more.
Can you say that again?
Shut
You
up.
said give him
He's
credit?
doing more than Batista did. He's doing more than The Undertaker did. He's doing more than The Rock did. Okay? And so he's getting his money's worth. They've signed him to a contract to appear at least what? Like 50
5-6 times.
Well, I mean he's been on the show at least like 20
Right.
20 or so times. So he's got a good contract. The rest of these guys have no contract, in my opinion.
That if if everybody wants to really research where's the money, that's where the money's at, guys.
Yeah.
Your $60 million, go look and see how much The Rock made. I guarantee you it's 7 figures. So that's $1 million, $2 million there.
And he wants to main
Okay.
event everything he does.
But my point, okay, well, add the money he gets for that. My point is, go look and see what if you add The Rock's salary, which I'm sure it's a 7-figure, I'll say $2 million. I'll say $2 million. You go look at Undertaker.
Ooh, that's a lot.
That's probably, I'm guessing, another 7-figure, 7 figures is $1 million, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
No, you're right.
You say it's a lot.
But that's just a lot for a wrestler.
But let me finish. So $2 million, I'll say $2 million for The Rock, $2 million for The Undertaker. That's 4. $2 million for Brock Lesnar. That's 6. Okay. $2 million for Batista. That's 8.
Holy moly!
I'm up to $10 million already, or I'm up to $8 million. You can add. I'm trying to think another superstar that's come back this year.
Jericho.
Jericho. Okay, I'll add $2 million. So that's $10 million on 5 superstars. 5 superstars.
Oh wait, you forgot Sting. You
Okay,
know he's
well,
getting $1 million.
That's probably another 2 or 3. My point with this is, you want to do research on stuff. Do research on the right thing, guys. This is where the WWE's money is going.
I agree with you.
They're not making money because they, like I said, they moved networks. They got their own network. They don't have DirecTV buy rates anymore. They don't have Time Warner and all these other buy rates that sold the pay-per-views. They don't have it. So when people want to watch a pay-per-view, they don't go to the network. They go to WWE Network and watch it for $10 instead of going to DirecTV and paying $60.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and you can't blame the people to doing that. And, of course, they knew that. But the money, if you want to see where the money goes, that's where the money goes, is in the superstars that are wrestling maybe 3-4 times a year.
Oh, yeah. And they'll always have money. That's the thing, though. WWE, unless WWE goes bankrupt, which would never, in my opinion, can happen. It can't.
I could say, wrestling is at a evolution. Where you need to have that flagship bearer. I don't care who you are. You always have. What's one thing in common we've always had in wrestling? We've had that one guy that has taken wrestling from here to the top.
Yeah.
Every single generation.
It's true.
You go back to Ric Flair, Harley Race, Hulk Hogan. You go John Cena. You go to, who's next? That's the question. Who's next? And that's where one of these guys, and I'm going to say it, I know people might hate it, but this is what Vince meant, that brass ring. Or is somebody going to step up and take it right now?
Oh, is that what the brass ring is?
Right.
Oh, okay.
So, but anyway, I've spent enough time on my little rant here. I just, enjoy what we have going on right now in wrestling.
Please.
But we don't talk about Raw. Was it a great Raw? Probably not. It wasn't the worst Raw of the year.
The best one ever.
That would be Grumpy Cat. This week, the Slammies, the first annual Slammies, the 11th annual in Greensboro, North Carolina.
No, it was the 78th annual Slammy. That's
No,
what Michael
he said
Cole
11th.
said. He said 7.
But then he
70.
said 11th
Oh.
later on.
Oh.
The comment. Listen, I love JBL. The commentary needs to get better. They don't talk about wrestling as much as I like.
That's JBL for you, man. Him and, like, I tell you one thing I don't like is King not really being involved much anymore.
Well, it's about that time for
Yeah.
him to, step aside. First, we had Jerry Lawler introduces Seth Green. Come on, I know you loved it.
Woo.
Then we had The Miz and Mizdow came out.
Woo.
As always, Mizdow is incredible. This is awesome moment of the year.
Not
was
named
the-
after The Miz, by the way.
Not named after The Miz.
The Miz had no right even talking about that. He's the unawesome thing of the year. No, but that was cool. They had Miz and Mizdow introduce that, right? Or he helped. They helped Seth Green.
They did introduce it. Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins was the first match of the night with J&J Security. Don't let me forget them. I love this match. Great match. Match of the night to me. These two in the ring are very good. I love it.
I know, and those Navy SEALs, those guys that were trained by Navy SEALs, man.
The Navy SEALs were awesome. But yes.
Mall security.
Yeah, Paul Blart was there.
And observe and report.
Yes.
Hey,
But
have you ever noticed Sami Zayn looks like Seth Rogen with a hat on?
pretty much, yeah. Actually,
He
yeah.
does. He looks
Yeah.
like a slimmer.
If he wasn't a redhead, yeah.
He
it
looks
would
like a
work.
slimmer Seth Rogen.
But first we had Ziggler. Ziggler won the best social person of the year.
Well, I feel like he got that too late. He should have got that like years ago.
No, I think it's fine. I love his. First of all, I love his Twitter handle, which is Heel Ziggler.
Because he's not a heel anymore.
Yeah, it's great.
He never decided to change it.
Well, it's fine. Rollins won the faction of the year with the Shield. I absolutely agree with that
I
one.
agree with that.
Rollins ends up winning this match after a curb stomp. Mercury hits the apron, knocks Ziggler off the top. Rollins capitalizes by hitting the curb stomp for the 1, 2, 3. I love the finisher. Seth Rollins wins. And then we have, this is awesome moment of the year. They shoot back, and the winner is Sting. He says Sting can unfortunately not be there tonight. Seth Rollins makes his way up the aisle yelling, "Sting, really?" He takes to the podium and complains that Sting cost him the biggest win of his career at Survivor Series. He says Sting and Sting alone is responsible for putting the authority out of power. Rollins says he is accepting the award on behalf of Sting because he doesn't deserve it, but Rollins does.
I got to say one thing. It's what you said, I think, last week, was you got to give Rollins credit for this about if you have a storyline with anybody now with this guy, he has heat with Batista, he has heat with Sting, he's got heat with all these guys. It's awesome. Mm-hmm. I have to admit, he's getting better on the mic. I don't care what JP says. I don't care what anybody says. He's getting better on the mic because he's actually taking it like it's real. It's starting to feel real to me.
It is real, damn it.
Yeah.
It's wrestling.
But he doesn't seem scripted anymore. It seems like they're letting him take the reins of the mic and let him just do what he wants.
Yeah, well, and the other thing is he's not with Triple H every week.
Yeah.
He's on his own.
But that's
and,
good.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's easier for a performer not to have somebody over your shadow, over your shoulder, watching what you're doing. Or but he's doing a lot better. He is the future of the company. I don't care what anybody says. Right now, he's the future of this company.
Could you see some kind of controversy with him and Sting? Are we going to see it?
No.
Because I don't know, man.
You will see Triple H and Sting.
So you don't think he'll have anything to do with it?
No, he'll probably be involved because somehow, some way, the authority will be back in power before, maybe by the Rumble. But somehow, some way, you'll see these guys back in power because you'll have Sting come back, and and that's